Hiya, my name's Bianca and I head up the team here at Community Courtyard. And as you know, the doors are closed because of the COVID, but we are most certainly open, which is awesome. So today is Shrove Tuesday, and around this time we do a segment that's called Just Living. And what that's been about is about some of the kind of practical skills that you might need to kind of survive in life, I guess. However, I wanted to press pause, and thought, what better way can we spend a Tuesday than making pancakes? So, hello, Laurel, you all right? So, what my plan is to make some pancakes, talk about pancakes, and see how we get on. I don't know whether we'll get to the stage of flipping them, but let's see. So you're going to have to excuse me because I'm using different technology today. So I've got you attached to my work surface in my kitchen. So we're not at the yard at the moment. And so that you can see, we've got the cooker, got some ingredients, recipes. We're going to get ready. I am very well, Laurel. Thank you for asking. Feeling a bit anxious about doing cooking online because for those of you who know me, cooking isn't my thing. Who knows? So the first thing you need to do all of the time is make sure that you wash your hands. So I've already done it, but I'm going to do it again. So remember that when we're washing our hands, what we're reminded to do is to sing happy birthday or make sure we've done it for at least 20 seconds and we're getting all of the grub from inside. Now, as you can see, I wear rings, so I'm going to take my rings off because we definitely do not want rings in our Yorkshire puddings or pancakes or cooking, anything like that. I don't know why I said Yorkshire puddings. It's because normally that's what I make. Excellent. Hands washed, dried off. So things that I was going to do, first of all, I'm going to try pancake cheating. And then we'll make pancakes the traditional way. So what I wanted to remind you is that you don't have to do it right from scratch. It's quite acceptable to go and get yourself a Yorkshire pudding pancake mix. And the reason it does both is because actually they're the same kind of thing. You just need a different amount of eggs and water. But it's really just plain flour that you need. At least I think it is. Let me have a check on the recipe page, see what it says. So if you were making these from scratch at home, you would need 100 grams of plain flour, 2 large eggs, some milk, some oil, and lemon wedges. Okay, so we're not doing that part, so I'm going to cheat in my first round. So it says here, for the perfect pancake, you need to empty the contents of this into a mixing bowl. So let's get a mixing bowl. Hear me clattering. Ta-da! Mixing bowl. So if I move you around, you'll have to excuse me, but if you do type any comments, I'm not going to be able to see them. But I think it's more important than rather you see my face, but you can see what I'm doing. Okay? So let me just move you slightly. Perfect. So, as we're going along, empty these right into the mixing bowl. Perfect. I'm a bit of a tidy up as you go along person, so I don't like the mess at the end. Then the next instruction is add 250 milligrams of cold water and 1 medium egg. So I've got my jug here. So we've got the 200 mark and the 300. So 250 is right in the middle. Perfect. So as you can see, right in the middle. So Sophia the creative educator, she's just saying, yeah, that the ingredients I just mentioned were right. One year, when your dad was in charge of making the pancakes, he used self-raising flour. That's not going to work at all, is it? Hi, Georgia. How are you? So, I now need an egg. Bought myself some eggs earlier. Hi, Jasmine. And I've got an awesome egg. Now, I use free range eggs as much as possible. I'm sure that there is a vegan, vegetarian alternative, and we'll see how that goes. Hi, Khadija. Hi, Sharon. Will Steve Stark be eating these? No, I think this one, but I'm going to make is for me. We've got to see how well it goes yet, Sharon. It could actually be disgusting. Yeah? Fingers crossed it won't be. Oh, hi, Mabel. Hi, Henry. How are you? Good job yesterday. So, one egg. Crack. Splodged into thing. So then we're going to pour all of the water into the bowl. We then have a look. What does it say? It says whisk thoroughly to form a smooth batter. Let's have a go at the whisking. So I tend to use my hands like this, which is great apart from you then get splatter everywhere. But I don't mind because actually it's me who's got to clear it up afterwards, isn't it? So it doesn't really matter. So if you do the cooking in your house, who does the cleaning? When I first moved to this house, my fiance said, Bianca, if you cook, I will wash up. But so far, I seem to be doing the cooking and the washing up. So I need to change that. Pell, you excited to see my cooking? Oh, I don't know. My cooking skills are not as good as they could be. I could do with practicing a bit more. Now, what we could have done is we could have put all of them just in this. And I think if I was making them from scratch, that's what I would have done because it would have saved on some washing up. So I'm going to keep doing this. Now, I don't know what you like with your pancakes. Have you got any favourite toppings? My favourite topping, I think, is just the traditional sugar and lemon. So squirt the lemon and then cover it with as much sugar as I possibly can. But Steve, he likes ice cream. I saw, Georgia, you had some great ones making with fruit today. Does anybody know why we have Shrove Tuesday and why we have pancakes? Let me have a quick look and see if I can find out. Yeah, let me just check while I'm knocking everything over in the kitchen. So one of the good things about technology now is that we can always find the answers to things immediately. Oh, so Pell likes a good Nutella and strawberries. Sugar and orange. Yeah, I like orange. Oh, honey. Strawberries, grapes and blueberries. Or blackberries. Oh, I like all of those. History of Shrove Tuesday. So, the name Shrove Tuesday derives from the practice of Anglo-Saxon Christians going into confession the day before Lent and being shriven. That means being absolved of all of their sins. A bell would be rung to call people to confession, which became known as the pancake bell and is still run today. So, when I think of bells being run, especially in religion, then it makes me think of Game of Thrones. Don't know whether any of you are Game of Thrones fans, but it makes me think shame, 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 which could be what happens when we eat my pancakes. Thinking, oh no, what a shame. So, what's the origin of pancakes on Shrove Tuesday? Hi, Doris. How do you like your pancakes? Are you a sugar man? Ice cream? Because you're quite healthy, aren't you? Or do you go for traditional fruit? So I see that Laurel likes sugar and lemon. I'm like that. So what I also noted is that Lent, which is the 40 days leading up to Easter, was traditionally a time of fasting. And actually, we know that nowadays people give up foods. So if you are a religious Christian, then today is the pancake day, and tomorrow is the day when we begin fasting. Now, I'm not a Christian. I'm Jewish by birth, and I guess one of the things that happens within the Jewish community is later in the year we have Yom Kippur, which is when we fast for the day, and then afterwards we've got Rosh Hashanah, or that might be the other way around. And Rosh Hashanah is all about the celebration of foods, which, if you like food, who doesn't? And if you like celebrations, what's not a lot to like about celebration, then do make sure you check out the Tea and Toast tomorrow, because I know they're having a good natter about that very thing. So it says, where are we? So we've got Lent, the name, Shrove Tuesday, So pancake races happen all over England throughout Shrove Tuesday, which I guess they're not happening, are they, today, because of the COVID. The tradition is thought to have originated in Olney in the 15th century, after a woman lost track of time whilst cooking pancakes. When the bells, the mass rang, she ran out of her house with the pan and the pancakes. Ah, how peculiar. So there are all different things. Pancakes are eaten as a Mardi Gras food on Tuesdays. It's quite strange, isn't it? Because we've got all of these histories and we don't know why. Now, I don't know whether any of you make homemade Yorkshire puddings, but the most important part is the batter and getting it as thin as possible. We don't want to see any lumps. So hopefully, let me just put this here and let me show you. You can see it like that. It's quite good. Lots of bubbles, but no lumps, which is fab. So now we're going to click on the heater without burning my pan. So depending on how healthy you are, will depend on what you put in the pan now. So I am going to follow the traditions of my mum, and my mum always puts a bit of lard in. Now, lard is not particularly healthy, but some of the traditions that we have are so important, aren't they? So I find myself eating foods that my mum made, that her mum made, and so they're kind of really nice things. It's hard to change, but you could, if you're not using lard because you're feeling healthier than I am, then you could use some butter, you could use some oil, and remember that this part is where you don't drown it, yeah, but you make sure that the pan is really hot and that the oil goes all around the edge to stop the sticking. So let's cut a bit of lard. Got some lard, and there it goes in the pan. Excuse me while I just wiggle. Okay. So you can see it's heating up really well. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pour the mixture into the jug. Because it's easier to pour from there. So, straight away, I've poured it around the edge in the middle. For those of you who don't know, I've got a beagle who's looking and smelling the food, thinking it's for him. It most definitely isn't. So I tend to just give it a little tap already you'll see, but the secret for me is making sure that the pan's really hot. Feeling a bit nervous about this bit now. Will I flip? Will I not? If Henry and Mabel are still watching, have you had your pancakes yet? What about you, Charlie, if you're watching? So as you can see, the colour is perfect, not too dark, looking good. Secretly very happy that it didn't break up. So I was told, I can't remember who told me this, I think it was yesterday or could have been early this morning, if your pancake is able to be flipped, it means it's too thick. Yeah, so a good pancake is really thin. This one is probably a little bit thick, but it smells delicious. Oh, Gary, are you? So you're liking raspberry, blueberry and cream and biscuits and caramel. You're shoving everything onto your pancake, aren't you? So, turning my heat right down. I've already turned it over once, turn it back over. Make sure it's cooked properly. Rights and wrongs pasta. Yeah, it does depend on how you like your pancakes. That is true. It was just something that I'd heard yesterday. But if it was really thick, you've done it too and you can flip it. It was probably too thick for a pancake. But you have all different types of pancakes now, don't you? So I think that looks about done. So I'm going to do another one quickly because you'll notice that now I haven't put any more oil in the pan. And let's see if we can make another one. Stephen, did I flip it? No, but if you want to come down and grab a pancake, you can come and have the first one before I try and eat it. Are any of you making pancakes or are other people making them for you? I don't know about you at home, but sometimes it is about the frying pan that you use. So if I'm at my mum's house, she's got a big frying pan and I just can't actually get anything not to stick on that one, where this one is really good. But you have to be bold and brave, and they're words that I like to use all the time. Hello, Grievous Mink, hello. They're ones that I like to use all the time, bold and brave. So you've got to be bold and brave and let it settle at the top. Yeah? Don't try and turn it over too soon. So, flipped over. Not a traditional flip, but at least I know that the actual pancake is made well enough that I haven't got gaps in the middle. Yeah, they are. And so we've just, one of the comments has been, it seems like UK pancakes are bigger and thinner than American pancakes. Absolutely right. So UK pancakes, really, really thin, historically, although we can make them exactly like we want. And they are big. But more importantly, they're really delicious. So I will put the recipe on how to make your own online so that you can check it out. So how do you eat your pancakes today? I've again cheated. Normally I would grab fresh lemon and sugar, but because I wanted to use lemon juice with something else, I just got some lemon juice that I can squeeze over and use. So no, you're right, Steve, we don't normally have them for breakfast, but who was it the other day? So they had pancakes for breakfast. That could have been Mabel or Henry or Or I think it was Charlie who was doing the chit chatter with us yesterday. I think she had pancakes for breakfast. What do you all normally have for your breakfasts? Anything nice? Okay, so second pancake made, which is awesome. And this is our quick just living skill. Okay, so, a squares bar for breakfast, very nice. I'm going to love you and leave you. I just want to give you confidence to say, look, if I can make a pancake, anybody can. Yeah. And if you want help with any cooking ideas or you want to set me a challenge, so every Tuesday between 4 and 5, I'm going to be doing some kind of cooking, household, chore, challenge, adventure. So if you don't know how to iron a shirt and you want to know, give me a shout. If you have got a question about how to do the washing, do you really need to separate those whites from the colours? Let's set me a challenge. I'm happy to accept any challenge under the kind of umbrella of just living. But I think we'll continue on the cooking theme. So what I'm looking for is, I think we should only spend £5, and I think we should be cooking for at least 2 people. Yeah, so if you've got any ingredients that you think I could buy for £5 and cook for a family, then send me your ideas and recipes, and then I will accept the challenge. Now, if not, I'm going to ask a member of my team to go out and randomly buy an assortment of ingredients, and then I'll see what I can make with that. Okay? Right, I've got to go because people in the house can smell the pancakes and they're starving hungry now. Have an excellent day, and don't forget, you can join us this evening for Crafting Stories, which is where we're going to be exploring stories from around the world and how we can craft our very own story to make sure that we achieve our goals that we're setting ourselves. Stay safe, everybody. Happy Pancake Day. Bye-bye.